Hello there. I'd like to talk to you about data sizes within the context of x86-64 CPUs. Just like 64-bit CPUs for assembly and just whatever. So what's going on inside of the machine, and how do we describe the sizes of various, clumps of data? So for starters, like inside of your computer, there's just a bunch of ones and zeros represented in all the wires, in all the circuitry. The human beings with feelings decide, oh, I'm going to take a group of this many bits, this many ones and zeros, and I'm going to say that it is something else. I'm going to call it an abstract unit. So the first thing that we do is we have something called a byte. That just means 8 bits. So we can say 1 byte equals 8 bits. I don't know why I hit the shift key there. That's probably going to mess up my annotator. Nope, okay. So what is 8 bits? Just as a little reminder, we'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or it could be, something more random looking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so like inside of the machine, we have 8 ones and zeros, or 8 bits, and when we group them together, we'll just call that a byte. Okay, no problem. So that means, by the way, if somebody says, oh, my internet connection is this many megabits a second, if you want to know how many bytes a second, try dividing by 8. Or if somebody says, I have this many megabytes a second of transfer speed, try dividing that by 8. So multiply or divide by 8 to get the right number. Okay, so if we had 2 bytes together, that's just going to be 16 bits. No problem there. I'm just going to copy paste these bits. And you don't have to do this, but for me personally, I like to put a little space in between byte groupings just to help my human brain kind of see, oh, I'm looking at 2 bytes right here when I'm referring to different data sizes. So then eventually we kind of need an idea of, let's come up with a different word that means more than 1 byte. And I guess ironically, based on what I just said, the term we're going to use is word. A word, the size of a word just kind of depends on the system that you're on. On my system, the size of a word is 2 bytes. So I'm going to say 1 word equals 2 bytes. And you can imagine that's 16 bits. Maybe I should start doing the double equal sign here just to be more computer-like, more hackery. Okay, so equals 2 bytes. It also equals 16 bits. And you can imagine it's basically the same thing that we just wrote up above. So I'm going to erase this actually. 16. Oh, I put an E there. Embarrassing. Okay, so 1 word is 2 bytes. Again, the size of a word depends on your system. If you're not sure, you should probably look it up. What's the word size on my system? But again, the typical system here in 2024 on x86-64 machines running Ubuntu or just like Linux is going to be like, 2 bytes. Okay, so now we have like words that we can do. So if I had, let's say I had 2 words. 2 words is going to be double of what we just wrote, right? So that means we're going to have this many, whoops, I blew it. We're going to have this many bits. So 2 words is going to be equal to 32 bits. And it's also going to be equal to 4 bytes because, we multiplied everything by 2. So this is like 4 bytes. So now we need another term to represent this. 2 words, which is 4 bytes, which is 32 bits. We can also call that a D word. Actually, I'll say D word like that. And what does D word mean? It just means something that is twice the size of the word length on your system. So like if we decided our word length is 2 bytes, then a D word is 4 bytes, and that's it. 4 bytes is 32 bits. You might notice this is similar to like old school CPUs that ran in 32 bits and maxed out their RAM at about 4 gigabytes. So let's come up with one more term here. Let's come up with the term quad word. Actually, we're not coming up with the term, we're just using it. What is a quad word? A quad word is 2 D words. So we're just kind of doubling it again. I forgot that extra equal sign there. Quad word is 2 D words, which means it's also 4 words. And it also means it's 8 bytes. And it also means that it is 64 bits. And then I guess if I want to represent this to you, I can just kind of like copy paste that twice. And this is the size of the memory address space that we have on modern CPUs. This is also the size of your general purpose registers in modern 64-bit CPUs. So if somebody says, hey, I got a quad word, I want you to store it somewhere, you can instantly think to yourself, well, obviously I could put it in memory. You could also just put it directly into a CPU register, and that's it. This also means that you could put 2 D words into one CPU register if you were very clever. You could also do the same thing. You could put like 4 words inside of one CPU register, because the CPU registers, they're always the same size no matter how you use them. They're kind of hardwired. So I hope this has been kind of helpful. These are the basics of different data type sizes that we have in CPUs in assembly language. I'll see you in the next video. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video again. From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. I do hope you did learn something and have some fun. If you could do me a small little favor, could you please subscribe and follow this channel or these videos or whatever it is you do on the current social media website that you're looking at right now. It would really mean the world to me, and it'll help make more videos and grow this community, so we'll be able to do more videos, longer videos, better videos, or just I'll be able to keep making videos in general. So please do me a kindness and subscribe. Sometimes I'm sleeping in the middle of the night and I just wake up because I know somebody subscribed or followed. It just wakes me up and I get filled with joy. That's exactly what happens every single time. So you could do it as a nice favor to me, or you could troll me if you want to just wake me up in the middle of the night. Just subscribe, and then I'll just wake up. I promise that's what will happen. Also, if you look at the middle of the screen right now, you should see a QR code which you can scan in order to go to the website, which I think is also named somewhere at the bottom of this video. And it'll take you to my main website where you can just kind of like see all the videos I published and the services and tutorials and things that I offer and all that good stuff. And if you have a suggestion for clarifications or errata or just future videos that you want to see, please leave a comment. Or if you just want to say, hey, what's up? What's going on? Just send me a comment, whatever. I also wake up for those in the middle of the night. I wake up in a cold sweat and I'm like, it would really mean the world to me. I would really appreciate it. So again, thank you so much for watching this video, and enjoy the cool music as I fade into the darkness which is coming for us all.